Welcome to our custom space where dreams take flight. A party visions come to life. It's a perfect sight. We pawn together, bloom.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Custom Carving and Epoxy UK, and I'm excited for this. This is going to be the second instalment of this table, and the blooms have set really well just in that deep pour, so hopefully once I've done a second layer you won't be able to see the coaster shapes in between is the plan. So I've been racking my brains and I've been thinking, do I do velvet effect for this second layer? Do I do bubble effect? What do I do that's going to make this special? Because I'm probably never going to make this table again, and I've got to have it pretty much for life. So I've been racking my brain. I've even lost sleep over this, but I thought, do you know what? One of my favourite coasters that I did, and if you've not seen how I did it, go back and watch it, is the Dragonscale effect, where again it creates that wonderful crackle Dragonscale effect, whatever you want to call it. And I thought it'd be really cool to try it, A, with deep pour, which I've never done, and B, in a mould this size. So technically to me, it's a giant coaster shape. So hopefully it should, and I say should, work, but none of us know what's going to happen with resin until we actually do it. So it's just one of those things that I think for me, I want to try, and I'm one of those people that once an idea is in my head and I finally agree on it, I do it. It's as simple as that. So all I've done is I've mixed up another 600 ml of the deep pour epoxy, just giving it a quick mix around, and then I'm going to try and replicate that Dragonscale or crackle effect on this larger scale. I've never seen it done in a mold this big, and there's probably a reason why, but you guys know me, I like to push the boundaries. I like to see what we can do. So in the Dragonscale effect or the crackle effect, you need to have a thin layer that covers the base for it to work properly. So I'm just going to pour a tiny bit of this resin in there. And as you can see, there's no practicing going on here, guys. So this is either going to work or it isn't. And I'm just moving that resin around, so I've got that thin layer, hopefully going all the way around this mould. And I say I haven't tested this beforehand, so whatever will be, and I'm just hoping I don't completely ruin this table now. But I want to experiment on bigger things like this, and it's about seeing if it'll work, you know. I've never done it. Needs a tiny bit more resin in, I think, just to give it that even coverage. I'm just going to put a bit in there. And as I say, it's hopefully going to work, but I don't know, is my honest answer. And I'm hoping that if I do get a good Dragonscale or crackle effect, that it will look a little bit like the earth. Do you know when it's really dry and there's not been enough rain and it sort of all cracks? That's the look I'm hopefully going for. So I'm just going to let that settle now for a second. There should be a thin layer going all the way across there now. Then I'm going to use two colours. A little bit of yellow gold just around the edge. Then the majority of it, I'm going to use this light brown. So again, wish me luck, guys. I don't know if this is going to work at all. So I'm just going to pour some resin in here. Enough to hopefully just go around that edge. And that is going to be for my gold. Then I'm going to pour about half of what's left for the mica. So I've still got 350 in there. So I'm going to pretty much pour half of it out. And then the rest I can save for my push. So this is going to be my dark brown or light brown mica. So you're going to have to wish me luck here, guys. And I am so nervous about this. It's my first table. I've been thinking about doing it for a while. And now I'm just doing it, you know. Whatever happens, happens. So again, I'm going to do this quite heavy. So I'm going to put 4 of these regular mica scoops into the resin. And again, I don't know if this is going to work at all. I've never done it with a deep pour. I've always done Dragonscale with 1-to-1 before. But I don't see why it wouldn't work. So Again, it's just about testing it. And if it works, brilliant. If it doesn't, then I know I've made a mistake. But I don't want too much of that gold. So literally, I've just put the 4 scoops of that gold mica straight in there, as you can see. And now I'm just going to stir that around. And this is just really for that edge. I don't want any more than that. Because gold is one of those colours that can really, really take over, guys. And I don't want that. I just want a hint of gold going around the edge, mixing into that brown, just to give it a slightly different effect. And I've never even mixed mica into deep pour before, so this is a lot of news for me. But I'm liking that colour. So I'm just going to mix that one round. And do me a favour, guys, if it's your first time to the channel or if you're a regular viewer, like and subscribe. It makes such a difference. Put something in comments. If you can, join membership. It's a great way to support the channel. But there we go. So the mica mix is okay with deep pour. That's a good start because I wasn't even sure of that. Now this is going to be my main sort of crackle colour. So for this, I think I'm going to need quite a bit of mica. So I'm going to pour quite a bit of this light brown mica powder in there and then give it a mix. And I suppose for this, my transparent is actually going to be clear because the plan is afterwards there's going to be a black layer underneath, and then hopefully that will come through that crackle and we'll get another 3D dimension to it, is the plan. Now I'm not going to measure the dark brown in, I'm just going to pour it because I know I want quite a bit in there. I want it to be reasonably heavy without being too heavy. So I'd probably say I've got about 10 scoops worth in there, I think. I'm just going to stir the gold again because it seems to be settling a little bit on the top, which is not what I want. I want it to be an even texture, like so. And let me know if you think this is going to work, guys. As I say, my first time trying it with deep pour, and I'm doing it in my biggest piece yet, so it doesn't get more challenging than that. So I'm just going to mix the brown around now and see what sort of colour that looks like. And so it already looks a bit like dirt. So we're going to see. But I'm one of those people, I just go for it. You know, it's either going to work or it isn't. I'm hoping it does. But there's never a guarantee with resin anyway. So you've just got to go for it and hope for the best. And I'm just looking now. This is gorgeous colour. Doesn't really show that much at the minute because unfortunately it's evening time and the lighting isn't the best. But hopefully I'll be able to show you in better light once it's cured, if we get that lovely crackle effect. But even if not, I love that colour. So I think it'll still look good as a background. But this is going to be very, very, very interesting for me. And I hope you find it as interesting because I've never done it on this scale. And I don't think I've ever seen anybody else try the crackle effect or the Dragonscale effect on this scale either. But I don't see why it wouldn't work. Yes, it's a slightly thinner viscosity resin, but it should still work, is my thinking behind it. And there you go, you can probably see the colour a bit better on there. But it's like a natural, almost metallic dirt colour. So, first step is just to go around the edge with this gold. And I'm just literally wanting a small bit, hopefully going around the edge. I'm keeping it reasonably even. Oops. And I think that's about right. So that is that. Now I just want to go around the edge a tiny bit with a bit of clear, just to sort of push it back a little before I go in with my main brown colour. There we go, so that is that. Now with the brown, I'm just going to puddle pour it, guys, and see what happens. So in the middle it goes, all of that beautiful browny metallic colour. Oh, I really hope this works, guys. I really do. It's no going back now. So that's that. And then the final push is just going to be with the clear. So again, straight in the centre, out it goes. And I probably could have done with a bit more resin. Do I mix up some more? Or do I just see how it all pulls in? I think I could have done with about another 200 ml of resin there. How thick are we? And it's because I haven't got the coasters in to displace it. I'm going to quickly mix up another 100 ml. 150 ml, I think. Just because I don't think that pushed it out enough to enable it to come back in on itself. And I hope this works. So again, 50 ml of the hardener. And then some of the rest. And you can see it's trying to do it already, but I just don't think that that push was enough to push it out. So again, I'm just going to mix up some more. And hopefully with it being a deep pour, it should still be okay. Because it takes longer to cure. Oh dear, I hate it when it doesn't go perfectly well. But you've got to continue, guys. You never know what's going to happen. So I'm just mixing up the rest of the resin. As you can see. And I'm hoping that this still moves and closes in on itself, but I don't know because I've never watched deep pour move properly. This is a big risk. Huge risk at this point. But you don't get anything unless you try. So, again, I'm just scraping it round, hopefully making sure that it's all thoroughly mixed. And hopefully I've done it in time to just give it another push. Because I don't feel there was enough of a push there in order to get that crackle effect or Dragonscale effect. So we'll see. But again, there's no going back now, guys. So again, I'm just going to pour that straight in there, pushing it all the way out to the edge. And hopefully that's now just going to pull in on itself. I really hope it does. And the good thing is I've got that big bloom in the center. So if that center stays a little bit transparent, I don't think it will matter. But I think that is as much as I can do now, apart from wait and pray that it closes. So we should get a gold edge. And hopefully that beautiful brown coppery center will create some kind of effect. I'm not going to use a heat gun on it. I just want the resin to do its thing. And whatever will be, you know? So, that is it. We will see what happens. In fact, I'm going to put you on a time lapse, guys. So, hopefully you can see it as it happens.
Welcome to our custom space where dreams take flight. A party visions coming to life. It's a perfect sight. We born together, blooming three, resin family. Testing my God's new creations. We set them free. Join our journey, like and subscribe. This is our place. Ocean seas to dragons and blooms. We carve with grace. Welcome to custom carving, where dreams come true. Epoxy magic flowing just for me and you. Masterpieces rising, crafted with our hands. Testing new colors in the spotlight. For all your reflects seeing, carving dreams come true. Together we learn part and carve right through. Welcome to custom carving, where fun's in the air.